Hello everyone. It is Saturday, October 2nd, and I'm here to start another writing vlog. Well, a revision vlog. I am back at it with my witch YA, and if you didn't watch it, my last witch YA vlog was me starting draft 6, my next revision in this long winding process of revising this book so many times, but it's all good. I'm very excited. I think that with every revision, it gets better and better, which is what should be happening. And I'm pretty excited about draft 6. Now, I did start draft 6. I did the first 50 pages back in July, which you can watch the vlog. However, there's been a bit of a gap since then, and we have a new revision path, my agent and I. We have a new idea for something to do with this book that will really make the hook stronger. Because right now, as it has been for multiple drafts, it's a bit of a slow start. This book has always had a bit of a slow start. I think I've talked about this in previous vlogs, but when I wrote this, I kind of did a more traditional or classic YA flow to the first act, and nowadays things just need to be a little bit quicker. Now, the first 50 pages that I revised in the last vlog, I did really cut a lot and kind of like speed up the beginning, but it was still missing that hook, you know, other than just the hook of the sort of general world and story, but like that really strong, like this is what you are sort of cheerleading my main character on to do hook, if that makes sense. So I'm going back to the beginning with you, some Anastasia in there. Anyway, I'm going back to the beginning and doing that. But unfortunately, in order to do this plan that we have created, it actually requires quite a bit of revision, especially of the beginning, again, which is great. So, but I'm really excited. I completely plotted out this new revision plan. I did a full outline, chapter outline of the entire book, and also of the next book, if I ever got to write the next book. I did an outline of that, so I'm like feeling really good. This would be a duology. If I ever got to publish it, it would be a duology, and I like have such a clear vision of the duology, and I just feel really good about it. But you know, the point right now is to get it in the best place it can be, especially here at the beginning. So this vlog, we're taking another step back so we can take 2 steps forward eventually, and going back to chapter 1 and all the way through, I don't know when I'm gonna end this vlog, maybe like chapter 6-ish, and doing these changes to really create that strong beginning, because when you're trying to publish traditionally, the beginning is the most important part. Even if you're not trying to publish traditionally, the beginning of your book is probably the most important part, at least to get readers' attention. You do also want to stick the landing and not have a boring middle, because you want to keep attention and get good reviews in the end, but like getting attention initially requires a very strong start. That's what we're working on. I finished chapter 1, but I'm like going back and forth about the ending and whether I want to make a bigger change to the very end of chapter 1, which would also change the beginning of chapter 2. If I leave it as it is, I don't have to change the beginning of chapter 2, I only have to change the end of chapter 2. So I'm gonna sit on it a little bit. I might not get started on chapter 2 till tomorrow. It's late, but I realize I never updated y'all, so it's like almost midnight. But I finished chapter 1 today, going through it again. I actually ended up changing the end of it. I was talking about it with my girlfriend and I was like, you know what? It's stronger if I change it, even though it's more work. So I went ahead and changed the end of chapter 1 and started writing the beginning of chapter 2, you know, to pull through the change, and I think it'll be good. You know, everything is a little like, I need to reread it later because right now I'm just like too close to it, so I don't even really know. But I think the plot change is better, so it's gonna be good. And I am gonna go to bed and then tomorrow push through chapter 2. The lighting is great, but we are here on Sunday, October 3rd. It is 9:30 a.m. and I want to play Final Fantasy XIV because it's been my obsession recently. I'm trying to catch up before the new expansion comes out in November, and it's just so good, y'all. I just But I need to write, so I'm gonna force myself to do essentially the first scene of chapter 2, and then I can take a Final Fantasy break. It's like 45 minutes later, and I got like 500 words written, which is not my best productivity, but you know, it's 500 more than I had. Hello. I am in my car in the parking lot of Barnes & Noble because I've picked something up for my dad's birthday, which is on Tuesday, and I'm gonna also maybe get myself a book or two to inspire me before I go back home and do more writing. So let's go see what there is to peruse here. Well, that was successful. Of course, there was lots of good options in the YA section and the adult fantasy section I was tempted to buy, but this buy one get one 50% off sale is great. So I got Ghost Squad by Claribel Ortega, which I have been wanting to read. This is a middle grade contemporary fantasy, and Black Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse, which is an adult fantasy. Very exciting. Hello. I feel like my computer is being really loud in the background, but it's now 9 p.m., but I did it. I managed to push through after dinner. Well, to be fair, I watched like an hour of YouTube videos after dinner, but then I pushed through and wrote, and I managed to get to 2,000 words. I'm at 2,055, so I got another, 1,000 something words in tonight, and it's a 2,000 plus writing day in the end, which I'm happy with for sure. It's a good way to end the weekend with half or even slightly more than half of chapter 2 done. So hopefully I can finish chapter 2 tomorrow. I am now going back into the office. I was working from home, obviously for much of COVID time period, but I work for a university, and we have been asked by the president to start going back in at least some days a week. So my team is working in the office Mondays through Wednesdays, and then working from home Thursdays and Fridays, which has been fine. Where we work, the building we work is pretty sparsely inhabited still, so it hasn't felt too bad. I'm home from work and I am wiping the makeup off my face because I don't like to leave my work makeup on through the evening because my skin breaks out so easy regardless. But I did not have a productive day on the writing front, and failed to get anything written. I had to go to the post office over lunch, and it took forever. Like, the line was just so long, and it didn't help the fact that the power at the post office went off while I was there, and it took like 5 minutes for it to come back on, so no one could do anything with the computers and everything were off. So anyway, I was not productive with my writing. So after dinner, I'm gonna try to get some stuff done. It's 10 p.m. but I did it. I finished chapter 2, and I hope it's good. As always, I feel a little too close to really judge, but I definitely introduced a much stronger hook into the book. Yeah, I like it. I think it's good. I'll reread it later. Hello everyone. It's Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Here's what happened. Tuesday was my dad's 50th birthday, which was great, but I didn't get any writing done on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, I had a work event that lasted till 7:15, and then my girlfriend came over, and that just took up my whole evening. So, yes, now it's Thursday. And here we are, still having just finished chapter 2. Great. Okay, today, starting chapter 3. We'll see how far I get before my brain calls it kapoots, but that is the plan. I didn't write much at all. I just kind of set up the first paragraph of chapter 3, but I did reread chapter 2 again, and made some tweaking to it because, of course, first drafts always need tweaking. Hello there, friends. It is 10 a.m. on Saturday the 9th. Yeah, I lost the entire week. I told my agent I would get her the beginning of this draft early next week. So, Wednesday at the latest, because if I send it off Wednesday morning, then it's still early next week, right? But that's my hard deadline. I mean, I could always say I need a little longer, but I'm on a timeline, and that is it. So it's crunch time. Luckily, I have nothing going on this weekend. Literally nothing. No social engagements, no plans, nada. Which means that it is time to get to work. I'm feeling so good right now. After lunch and I got to writing, I basically could not stop. I mean, I could stop, but I didn't stop. I worked. I don't know what I was up, now I'm down. I worked, I pushed through because I had an idea for how I could do chapter 3 in a way that wasn't actually a complete rewrite. I was able to take something from an older draft and tweak it and change it and make it work for this new draft. And I think it worked really well. I hope so. I mean, again, I just did it. So like I'm high off the adrenaline of like having done it and the success of it. So I need to reread it to make sure that it works and it fits. But I will do that later because right now I have finished chapter 3. It's dinner time and I just finished writing. I did go back to chapter 3 and edit a little bit like I did yesterday by going back to 1 and 2 and editing a little bit. But I think we're in good shape now, and I wrote the first 1,700 words of chapter 4, which ended up being, I didn't expect them to be, I didn't expect it to be a new scene, but that ended up just being what happened. Was a completely new scene that replaced a previous scene that kind of covered the same topic, but I'm presenting the information in a new way, and I think I like it. I think it's good. Of course, I'll have to reread to see, but the rest of chapter 4 should all be essentially the same with some minor differences. It's 8:30 and I just finished editing a scene. I'm reaching my limit on writing for the day, so I think I'm gonna stop there. I have successfully written/edited 2,882 words of chapter 4. So I've got like 1,200 left to do tomorrow. The last 1,200-ish words of the chapter, and I'll do it. I just wiped off my makeup, which was definitely a mistake. Since I was going to film, I should have waited 3 seconds and filmed this clip and then wiped off. Whatever. I totally forgot to update you guys. It's now Wednesday, the whatever it is, 13th. It's Wednesday the 13th. And I sent in the first 5 chapters, which were just so happened to be 75 pages exactly, to my agent, as well as an outline of what the rest of the book would be with these changes that we made. So she got back to me and said that she was going to read it ASAP. So we'll see what she says. Hi everyone. I am here on Tuesday the 19th, and my agent did get back to me with notes for what I sent her, and overall, you know, I think we're on the right track. I'm on the right track, but she definitely wanted me to polish it more, especially with regards to deepening my character voice, which is generally when I write a first draft, character is not, it's not my strong suit. Usually world building and to an extent plotting are what I focus on initially, and then characterization and voice come later. So because so much of this beginning is new, that's definitely what sort of fell to the wayside. So I am gonna go in and go through the first 6 chapters and really strengthen my voice and my characterization and make it really clear, you know, what my characters are feeling and things like that. And then I also have just a couple sort of plot related notes that I need to fix. She had an idea for a different first scene, which I initially was like, I don't know, but I was thinking about it today as I was driving. I'm currently on a work trip. I'm in a hotel right now, so I had a long drive today, and as I was driving I was thinking about this new first scene, and I actually really like it. I have an idea for how to make it work. That's not quite what she said, but you know, and I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna help some other issues with regards to like the pace in which I explain world building things, which is always hard with the secondary world fantasy, right? I also want to point out this hotel room is like super appropriate. It's got a horse above the bed right there, so that's cool. But even cooler, because if you don't know, the book I'm working on right now, horses are like a big part of it. Even cooler is this painting, which is like a horse ghost. which is extremely appropriate for my book. The lighting is maybe not so good. It's now like 9:30, and I outlined the new first scene of chapter 1 and drafted a couple different new first lines, because first line is important and it needs to change because I'm changing the first scene. I liked my previous first line, but which is actually one of the reasons why I initially didn't want to change the first scene, because I didn't want to change my first line. But I actually think that I can make a new first line that I like even better. But anyway, I just don't have the energy to completely draft this new scene and go through and start making these voice edits through the rest of the first like 6 chapters, 5 chapters. What did I send to my agent? 5 chapters. Yeah, this work trip is taking a lot out of me because I've had to drive a lot and give presentations, multiple presentations a day. This is my 2nd day of the work trip. God, I was so exhausted yesterday. I didn't even try to write. And then today I was like feeling better. But then I took a shower and now my head is kind of killing me. And I need to wake up really early tomorrow to go give another presentation. And it's just like lots going on. So I just think that I am not going to be super productive. It's Friday the 22nd, and I am watching not football. I'm watching hockey. We're on a commercial break. But my plan is, for those who don't know, in hockey there are 2 intermissions that are like 20 minutes long. So my plan tonight is to write during the intermissions. I might try to get a little writing done during the actual game itself, but it depends on how quick paced the game is and how much it distracts me. But definitely during the intermissions, I'm going to do 20-minute sprints during both intermissions, so that I can get a decent way through, if not all the way through, chapter 1. Game is over. I did okay, especially with the 2nd intermission. I did a lot better. I didn't really write in the first intermission because I got distracted looking at hockey schedules. So, but I did well in the 2nd intermission. I got 560 words written of my new first scene for chapter 1. Unfortunately, I do want to finish this scene. So I think I'm going to try to finish this scene tomorrow morning. And then on Sunday, I'm going to do a big writing session on Sunday. And I plan to do like a lot of the polishing and the sort of voice work that I need to do. But that's why I want to finish this new scene tomorrow, because I want to be able to reread it on Sunday and like do the voice work, because since it's a new scene, I'm sure it's doesn't have the voice it needs to have. I'm going to do some fun fall activities tomorrow with my girlfriend, which I'm really excited about. I might try to film some of that, so that'll be really fun and also very nostalgic, because I did the same fun fall activities back when I was writing the first draft of this novel, NaNoWriMo 2019. So it's gonna be real nostalgic to go back to this same farm and do all these fall activities, the maze and the pumpkin patch and the scarecrow hayride and all that stuff, now that I'm working on, my 6th draft of this novel. Oh wow, that lighting. Hello, it is Saturday morning and I finished the scene that I wanted to finish, which is exciting. The whole scene is 1,283 words, so I wrote another like 600 words, 680 words this morning, so that's great. But now I gotta go get ready so I can go to the farm and do all my fun fall activities. Sunday, the 24th, and I am gonna try to be productive. It's time for me to reread that scene I wrote yesterday. It's gonna be terrible, but you know, we're gonna try and go through and polish it up and keep going and try to get, I'm gonna aim for like maybe 2 chapters today. There's only 4 or 5 that I need to get through of this section, so we'll see how well it goes. That was a really successful like 2 hours. I managed to polish 33 pages. That was the first 3 chapters. I went back to shortening my chapters up again. I keep going back and forth about if I want like 4,500 average word chapters or like 3,500 average chapters. So right now I'm back to the 3,500 range because I think the pacing is better that way, but I might change my mind and go back when I do another pass through. But at the very least, this pass is we're back to the shorter chapters, and I think it's going well, adding more of that emotion in and those sort of like inner monologue moments, inner dialogue moments that my agent wanted. So yeah, it's the 4th of November. I don't honestly remember the last time I updated, so I'm gonna assume it was a while ago. I sent in the first 50-ish pages of my book to my agent to get her feedback on the revisions that I did, you know, strengthening the character voice, cleaning up some of the info dumpingness, stuff like that, right? And she liked it. She only had minor notes, really, about the beginning. And that's really exciting. Like, I think that this draft 6 is in a good place. I really like the developmental revisions I've been able to do with this. This new sort of motivation for my main character really fits. It actually goes back to sort of a theme that was there in the first couple drafts that I kind of lost in some of the later drafts that I really like and my agent really likes. So we're in a good place. And now I'm just working on polishing it all up. So this is my not so real nano vlog, since it's currently NaNoWriMo time, and I've been working on these polishings. My agent wants me to completely rewrite the first scene of chapter 2. That's like the hardest in all of these notes. That's the one that's going to take the longest. So I did chapter 1 today. I'm on my lunch break. I'm working from home today. But I have a lot of meetings this afternoon that I need to now get ready for. So chapter 1 I feel like is good. I want to try to get this to my agent by Monday or on Monday morning. It is lunchtime on Friday. I did not write more yesterday because I could not figure out what I wanted to do with this first scene, but I figured it out last night. And now, today, during my lunch break, I have done some writing. I just wrote the first 654 words of chapter 2. And I know what I want to do for the rest of the first scene, but I'm going to take a break for now and come back to it later tonight after work. I have been terrible about updating y'all this vlog. I don't know what's up, but it is Sunday the 7th of November, just before dinner time, and I just finished the first 50 pages of this revision. I had to completely rewrite the first scene of chapter 2, and there was a couple other things that I needed to couple paragraphs and things I needed to rewrite throughout chapters 3 and 4, but I got it all done, and it's good, I think. I hope. I am going to move on to chapter 5 and keep going a little more. Chapter 5 needs a lot of work. So I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I really want to send this to my agent. I really wanted to send it to my agent today, but I still need to do chapter 5. It is late, past 10 p.m. But I got home from dinner at my parents' house and I ended up working on the next chapter, and I had to do 2 drafts of it, not full drafts, but like the voice of this chapter is just, it's a different point of view, and it was difficult. For me, it's been difficult every time I've tried to work on it, and I think I finally figured it out. I hope my agent likes it because it was hard, but I like this. I think this fits. It works, and I'm feeling it. So we're gonna go with it, and I'm gonna reread this whole first however many pages this is tomorrow and send it off to my agent, and we'll see what she says. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and end my vlog here because I feel like there's been a lot of content in this vlog, and I have a lot to edit, so we're just gonna call it good, and just go from there. If I end up doing another big draft of the beginning again to try to get this beginning right, then I'll do another vlog. If not, we'll just move on. So thank you to everyone who watched this. I know this has been a bit chaotic, but it just goes to show that sometimes I think Susan Dennard is the one that says that you need to get the beginning right to be able to go on with a book sometimes. And like, obviously this is my 6th draft of this book, so it's not like I haven't gone on, but I definitely do agree that sometimes you need to work to get that beginning right before you can really pull forward. So that's what we're doing, my agent and I, and that's definitely, I think, my agent's style in general. You'll have seen if you watch my Alchemy YA vlogs, that's her style. She wants to get that beginning right before we move on. So anyway, all that being said, I think I'm in a good place with this. I think I've done everything she's asked of me from her last edits. So I will reread tomorrow when I have a little bit more objectivity. It's late. And then I'll send it to her, and yeah, it'll be good. For everyone currently doing NaNoWriMo, good luck. I do not know if I will be doing Nano because it's the 7th and I've been working on this. I'll be working on it, you know, potentially more this month. So this might just be my Nano project for the year, which is to say that I've been working on it for like all of October. So I just did October NaNoWriMo instead of November NaNoWriMo. And that's okay. I have reading to catch up on this month anyway, so it's fine. It's fine. But for those of you who are doing Nano, good luck. I believe in you. You can do it, and I am cheering you on. Nano is always an amazing experience. Stressful, but amazing. So you got this. Just keep chugging ahead. And thanks to everyone who watched this vlog. I'm gonna go spend 5 hours editing it this week, so that'll be fun. As always, there are links in my description to causes that need your support, so please check those out and give what you can. Give this video a like if you want, subscribe, all that stuff, and I look forward to chatting with y'all in the comments.